So they are not FBAs? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So there's a group of people, or blacks in America, calling themselves FBAs. Now, of course, if you never heard of this, it stands for Foundational Black Americans, and these are blacks who consider themselves a lineage of the people who were here at the founding of America. Now, they at one point in time had association with another group of the similar ilk called themselves IDOs, which stands for American Descendants of Slaves. I believe that there was a split between them or some type of rift. So a group separated and they came up with their own name, which is FBAs. Now, the real purpose of all this nonsense is really truly to create a separation between American blacks and blacks immigrants, or blacks that immigrate to America. And why they're doing this, or why? Well, because black immigrants who immigrate to America refuses to be victims. You know, they come to America, hit the ground running, take advantage of all the opportunities that America has to offer, and then they look at black people as being lazy. Like, what are you crying about? You have all this opportunity, and you're sitting here crying and being victims all the time. They refuse to be part of this, and this is where they go after them. And you know, who came up with this? The people who came up with this phrase "tether," or any black person who immigrated to America from another country, they tethered to the other country, which is stupid, because I always say everybody should be tethered to something. And all of these black victimhoods, well, they're tethered too. They're just tethered to black victimhood. But a lot of the, you know, one of the race hustlers like Tariq Nasheed is I would have to say probably the most popular figure who's behind pushing all this. And the thing about Tariq Nasheed, at one point in time, he was for this, pushing for this black unity of all blacks globally, basically unifying. But since, like I said, since these black immigrants refuse to be victims, now they turn on them and they want to create this separation. They refuse to placate to the black victimhood, the race hustle narrative, and the person who you hear pushing that stupid phrase tether, or the word tether, is Tariq Nasheed more than anybody else. But here's the problem with the FBAs. They're not FBAs. Again, if FBA stands for Foundation of Black Americans, well, they're not FBAs because they didn't found anything. Like, what did they found? All the current black people living today, what did they found? They really haven't founded anything. As a matter of fact, under blacks today, we saw the decline in the black family, which started again in the 60s. So you trying to take credit for what people did back in the day, you know, hundreds of years ago. They're basically living on other people's laurels, saying that they love the we stuff. They love the we when it's convenient. But as soon as we become inconvenient, and anyone says group all blacks together, then that's racism. But they didn't do anything. Like, what have blacks today founded? Nothing. Right? So blacks back then were founded in America, but blacks today ain't found anything. They were just simply born in America. So they're not FBAs, they're BBAs, born Black Americans, a bunch of blacks who were lucky enough to be born in America. And like as Chris Rock said, all you did was come out your mother's vagina on American soil. That's all you did. You ain't found a damn thing. So they're sitting here, like I say, bragging on what other people did, and that's unfortunately black victims love living on other people's laurels. But being born in America is nothing special. And matter of fact, I say this, I would say, the people immigrating to this country, I would say that's more admirable than just being born here. You had to leave your home country, everything that you know, and you left that behind to try to come to America for a better life. So if you ask me, that's more admirable than just being born here. Regardless, FBAs haven't founded any damn thing. They haven't done anything in America. They haven't did anything. And like Thomas Sowell said, blacks had built more, produced more under Jim Crow and segregation. Blacks, the overwhelming majority of blacks lied that they never saw this. So they didn't, like I say, they didn't found anything. What have blacks today founded? Absolutely nothing but victimhood. So blacks in America today, they're on FBAs, they're BBAs. They're born black Americans, and that's nothing special. Now, obviously, there'll be people who would disagree. I'm very interested in seeing people who disagree with me, but if you're going to come in with the foolishness, please be prepared to tell me what you founded, which is absolutely nothing. Anyway, y'all, that's my 2 cents on the not this FBA nonsense, and as always, until next time.